There is a thought-provoking truth. On the day a blind man suddenly sees the light, the first thing he discards is not his memories of darkness, but the cane that once guided him through his lonely journey. This reflects a reality in life. Sometimes, what we consider indispensable becomes an obstacle when we enter a new phase. In life, there are times when you suffer not because you are incompetent or have done something wrong, but simply because you have yet to realize that not everyone deserves your kindness. We often make the mistake of believing that others will think and act as we do, that if we are sincere, they will be too. If we give, they will appreciate it. But the reality is different. Some people only know how to take without ever giving back, treating your kindness as something they are entitled to rather than something of value. More importantly, you cannot change someone if they do not see the flaws in their actions. People can only change when they recognize the problem, not when trying to fix it. Sacrificing yourself excessively, hoping to receive something from someone who does not appreciate you, will only leave you exhausted and disappointed. Love, respect, or gratitude cannot be bought with unconditional endurance. Therefore, one of the most valuable things you can give yourself is freedom from the judgments and expectations of others. Learning to let go of what is unworthy is not coldness. It is a sign of maturity. You cannot make someone love or appreciate you by continuously giving more if, from the beginning, they never valued what you had to offer. And when you realize this, that is the moment you truly free yourself from the unnecessary burdens of life. You don't need to wear expensive clothes to make a good impression, but the least you can do is keep them clean, neatly pressed, and well-arranged. A well-groomed outfit shows respect for yourself and demonstrates that you value the perception of those around you. Wrinkles in clothing may seem insignificant, but they can significantly diminish your overall polish and elegance. Your appearance is not just about how you look. It reflects your attitude toward life. In life, missing someone does not necessarily mean you need them to return. Nostalgia is a natural reaction when learning to let go of the past, but it is not always a sign of love or necessity. Sometimes, it is simply a part of the growth process, something everyone must go through to move forward. Clinging to someone who has already left only wastes your time and causes unnecessary pain. Start with yourself instead of expecting others to change according to your wishes. Change how you think and perceive situations, and, if necessary, change your surroundings. Not everyone is meant to walk alongside you on your journey, and sometimes the best thing you can do is take a new path, one where you can grow, rather than remain stuck in relationships that no longer add value to your life. Remember, promises hold no real value if they exist only in words. When a promise gradually turns into repeated apologies, that is the moment you should walk away. Do not cling to things that no longer hold substance, because you deserve a life where words align with actions, and trust is not broken repeatedly. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, but proof of strength and self-respect. Drive carefully on the road called life, because not everyone follows the same rules as you. Some people will unexpectedly change lanes without warning, while others will rush into your life like a passing breeze, leaving behind chaos before disappearing. These surprises are not always bad, but you may lose your direction or suffer unnecessary wounds if you are unprepared. That is why you must always keep a firm grip on the wheel, observe, and proactively adjust your path instead of getting swept away by the chaos of others. You may not truly understand a person when they are happy and satisfied, but their true nature will reveal itself when they no longer get what they want from you, when there is no longer any benefit to hold on to. Some people will show indifference, grow cold, or even turn away without a single explanation. This may disappoint you, but it is also a valuable lesson that helps you recognize who truly deserves a place in your life. Genuine relationships are not built on conditions or transactions, but on companionship and understanding. Even when there is nothing to gain, Life is like a long journey, full of unexpected turns, rough roads, and companions who may not meet your expectations. But as long as you remain clear-headed, you will know when to slow down, when to speed up, and most importantly, when to take a different path to protect yourself. Honesty may not earn you many friends, but the ones who stay will be worth keeping. Sometimes, the truth is hard to hear, and not everyone dares to face it. When you are honest about your thoughts, feelings, and principles, you may upset some people, and some relationships may fall apart. But do not worry. Those who leave only prove that they were never meant for you in the first place. On the other hand, those who accept your true self and appreciate your sincerity and frankness are worthy of walking alongside you for the long haul. Maturity does not come solely from age or experience. It also depends on how willing you are to face the truth about yourself. You can truly grow only when you dare to acknowledge your weaknesses, mistakes, and limitations. Avoiding the truth may bring temporary comfort, but it will only keep you stagnant in the long run. Accepting yourself, the good and the imperfect, is the first step toward transformation and progress in life. Remember, a person's worth is not measured by the number of friends they have, but by the quality of the relationships they nurture. Choose honesty, even when it is difficult, because it is the foundation for building a strong life with genuine people by your side. Only those who cultivate discipline can truly achieve freedom in life. This may seem contradictory, but discipline is the key to self-control and mastery over your own life. If you allow yourself to live according to fleeting emotions or aimless desires, you will soon realize you are no longer in control. Instead, you become a prisoner of your unchecked habits and impulses. People without discipline may think they are enjoying freedom, but in truth, they are enslaved by their inability to regulate themselves. In relationships, pride is often the greatest barrier to reconciliation and inner peace. The first person to apologize is not the weaker, but the bravest, as they prioritize sincerity and connection over their ego. The first to forgive is the strongest, as they refuse to let pain and resentment dictate their heart. And the first to let go of the past, not as a burden, but as a lesson, is the happiest. Life is not always easy, but if you learn to control yourself, you will no longer be led by emotions or trapped in unnecessary sorrow. Discipline yourself to take charge of your actions. Know when to compromise, when to walk away, and when to move forward in pursuit of a truly free and fulfilling life. Choosing the right people to accompany you on your journey is important, but having the courage to let go of those who no longer belong is even more crucial. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay, and not every relationship is worth holding on to. Some people bring joy, while others bring pain. Knowing when to step away is not just wisdom. It is a sign of self-respect. The answer is likely already clear if you constantly question whether a person or relationship is worth it. What is truly meant for you will not leave you in doubt. A healthy relationship is not one where you must endlessly fight to prove your worth or change yourself to gain acceptance. If you feel forced to endure and mold yourself into someone you are not just to meet another's expectations, then perhaps it is time to leave. Letting go is not a failure, but a choice to protect your inner peace. Sometimes, walking away is not about lacking patience, but recognizing that you deserve something better. And when you gather the strength to part ways with what no longer fits, you will see that better things are always waiting ahead. Forgiveness does not always require reconciliation or long conversations to clarify right and wrong. Sometimes, the best way to forgive is to let go silently, without resentment, clinging, or allowing yourself to be hurt again. You do not need to prove that you have forgiven, nor must you maintain a relationship just for appearances. There are people and wounds that, no matter how much effort you put in, can never return to what they once were. That is when you choose to forgive in silence, Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. When the past no longer dictates your emotions, when you no longer feel the need to explain anything further, that is when you are truly free. Forgiving in this way is not avoidance. It is self-care, a way to move forward without carrying the weight of what once was. Not every goodbye needs to be spoken, and not every relationship requires a clear ending. Sometimes you simply walk away quietly, leaving the past where it belongs, and focus on yourself, because life is too short to hold on to things that exhaust you. Anything you begin to perceive with a relaxed attitude will gradually return under your control. When you stop allowing external factors to excessively influence your emotions and thoughts, you will realize that most pressure comes from how you bind yourself to it. Worries, expectations, and even fears only have power over you if you let them. But once you learn to let go, not in surrender, but in a way that releases unnecessary tension, you will find that everything becomes much easier. This does not mean you should give up or stop caring. Rather, it means training your mind to avoid getting trapped in unnecessary anxieties. When you stop clinging too tightly to a specific outcome, you will approach everything with a more open mindset, less controlled by emotions, and capable of making clearer decisions. It is like holding sand in your hand. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips away. But it stays effortlessly in place when you loosen your grip. Learning to control through calmness not only brings you peace, but also grants you freedom. When you no longer trap yourself in the cycle of pressure and worry, you will see that things are not as terrifying as you once believed. And that is the moment when you truly take charge of your life. Sooner or later, you will realize that everything will be okay. Today, you might still be struggling with difficulties, unhealed wounds, or things you have yet to let go of, but time has a way of healing all things. Not every problem can be solved instantly, and not every pain disappears overnight. But with each passing day, you grow stronger, gain deeper self-awareness, and learn how to move forward. Sometimes you feel stuck, as if there is no way out of your troubles. But remember, no storm lasts forever, and no pain is permanent. One day, you will look back and realize that the things that once brought you down are now nothing more than distant memories. Wounds will heal, hardships will pass, and you will stand stronger. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but at some point in the future, you will smile with quiet understanding, knowing that you have overcome it all. And when that day comes, you will see that everything happened for a reason, and all you need to do is keep moving forward. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope today's message has given you a bit of motivation, a sense of peace, or a fresh perspective on life. The journey called life is not always smooth. There will be rough paths, unexpected turns, and moments of exhaustion when you feel like stopping. But no matter what, always believe you are strong enough to keep going and patient enough to wait for better things. Keep moving, whether fast or slow, and allow yourself to rest when needed. The most important thing is not how soon you reach your destination, but that you walk your path with determination and faith in the future. Wishing you strength, resilience, and the ability to find light even in your darkest days. See you in the next video.